I'm feeling low.
Hello, my lemon drops, and welcome back to the lemonade stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I am a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. We are gathered here today for another installment of you guys watching me react to Beachbody workouts that you all send me while I educate you in the process. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lulz and some dry sarcasm along the way, why not hit that subscribe button and join the lemonade stand? I would really appreciate it. Visit my merch store to grab yourself some lemonade stand merch, or if you want, you can keep wearing your lame regular clothes too. That's fine. I want to be supportive of all my lemon drops. And you can also visit my website to check out my fitness guides. All that stuff will be linked below. Without any further blabbing, let's make lemonade. I really hope this lighting is okay. As you can see, there's a lot of different stuff going on that is different than what is usually going on. First of all, it's dark. This is the first time I filmed when it's this dark and have relied solely on my ring light for luminescence. So I hope it doesn't look too weird. I don't know. Depending on how it looks when I'm editing and depending on you guys' feedback, I don't know if I'm going to do this again. I just really wanted to film at least one video today. So that's why we're doing this. Second thing, my hair is different. My husband was like, with that hair and with these overalls, he was like, you look like you're 12 years old. Just so you guys know, I'm not a child playing on my parents' camera that I found in the attic, okay? I'm almost 30 years old. I'm an adult. I don't know how I feel about the fringe bangs. I haven't had bangs like this in a while. I feel like you have to have the right kind of head and face shape for it. I just don't know if I do. Can you guys let me know? I'm serious. You can be honest with me. You don't need to in my mouth, but be honest. I was getting tired of my last wig. I still have it. I'm not getting rid of it. I'll still wear it occasionally, but I just felt like I wanted something new. So I ordered this one, and yeah, here we go. So let's just get started, I guess. I wanted to start off today with a fun, like, mini MLM fail that kind of has to do with this video. Here we have a Beachbody distributor. This is an Instagram story that a very sleuthy person who I guess follows her, because her account is private now, got the screenshot. So thanks to the person who sent this to me. Thanks to the people who send me all these. I always forget to thank you guys. Our regular workout programs are designed by professionals who tell me what to do each day for maximum results, and so I don't hurt myself. That's so. I just thought it was funny because the irony is just astonishing. One of my one-on-one training clients that I have right now actually told me, we were talking about her workout history, and she said that she used to do Beachbody workouts, and she does not do them anymore. One reason that she doesn't do them anymore is because she said she hurt herself every single time she did one. Every single time she did a workout, she would injure herself. Not to mention the tons of you who have sent me DMs and emails and everything telling me about all the muscles you've pulled and bones you've hurt doing Beachbody workouts. In my opinion, the root cause of so many people getting injured doing Beachbody workouts is two reasons. One, the ridiculous, over-the-top, non-functional workouts that have very little to no practical application. Two, the lack of individualized instruction and one-on-one supervision. Now, sometimes not having individualized instruction is not a bad thing. I have had very experienced clients who are athletes, and the only reason they hire a trainer is because they want accountability. So I can tell them, hey, this week, make sure you do Romanian deadlifts. And I feel confident in their abilities to be able to do Romanian deadlifts without me having to watch over them because I know that they can do them. That is almost never the case for somebody who signs up to use Beachbody On Demand or any like service. Most of the time, people who are signing up to do Beachbody On Demand have little to no experience and probably no fitness background either. So for them, just watching someone on a screen while they scream motivational blurbs at you while you jump around in your living room is not enough to help guide them through a workout. And as for the comment about the programs being designed by professionals, yeah, some of them are. Some super trainers are fitness professionals, but not all of them are. I would say Autumn Calabrese, who I feel like you should just take a shot of lemonade every time I say her name on my channel. I would say she's arguably the most famous Beachbody super trainer, the most well-known one, and she, to my knowledge, has no up-to-date fitness credentials. It says all over the place that she has held certifications in from the National Academy of Sports Medicine, NASM. I've said this a million times before when talking about her. That verbiage, has held, that can lead us to assume that she doesn't hold that stuff anymore. To be fair, Megan Davies, who's one of the newest Beachbody super trainers, I believe, she is actually an athlete and she actually owns a gym. So we can assume that she at least does know a thing or two about fitness. The thing that gets me about Megan Davies is that I'm pretty sure she became a Beachbody super trainer because she won a contest. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of a vetting process for someone to become a Beachbody super trainer. In 2016, when Beachbody did like a super trainer search, they formatted it as a reality show, and it was just a bunch of 20-somethings. And I do mean just 20-somethings. So if you were 30 years old and you wanted to sign up, sorry, you were too old and frail. And then it was like one of those things where like people voted for the winner. So based on all I know about Beachbody super trainers and how to become one, you don't have to be a professional, I don't think. You pretty much have to just look fit and have a great smile. And lastly, there are plenty of idiot fitness professionals on social media. I feature them frequently in my series in which I react to Instagram influencer workouts. So that's enough of that. Let's get started with the first one. So this first one that we are going to take a look at is a Beachbody is a coach, and she's doing a few exercises, and I'm pretty sure she's kind of following BOD. You'll see what I mean, Beachbody on Demand. She's doing a few exercises, and one of them I actually really like, and the others I really don't. The first thing I have to say is, if you are doing reverse lunges with dumbbells that heavy, there is no reason for you to be adding a glute band. Okay? No reason for all of that. Look at those weights she's using. Those are at least 20 to 25 pounds, and she's holding 2 of them. Girl, you got this. You don't need to add a glute band. All that glute band is actually doing is restricting her range of motion and messing up her lunge form. That was the first thing she was doing. Second thing she was doing hip bridges in like with her, I call them like frog leg hip bridges, because you have your feet together. Your legs are kind of butterflied out like that, like a frog. Love those. Do those all the time. The last one I think is the one I hate the most. She's holding a low lunge while wearing a glute band, which, remember, a glute band is much thicker than a resistance band. They're designed thicker and stronger because they are designed for glute training. And then she's holding a dumbbell and like circling it around her head or something. Like her head is the sun and the dumbbell is the earth. Bet you guys weren't expecting to get an astronomy lesson today. You're welcome. So here is something. If you look in the background, she's playing the pre-recorded video on Beachbody on Demand. And from the looks of it, no one is doing this with a glute band. So I have deduced that she has taken it upon herself to add the glute band. Same thing with the first one, with the reverse lunge stuff where she's added the glute band. It doesn't look like anybody is using it. Like in BOD, we've got a Beachbody coach gone rogue. I just don't understand the point of adding the glute band to the lunges like that. Lunges are not an exercise that I would add any type of band to, because as I said, it severely limits your range of motion. And then this last thing where she's orbiting that big dumbbell around her head. Hello, torn rotator cuff. Geez, you want to take me out to dinner first? I will now demonstrate for you guys other stuff. So here we are. I'm going to demonstrate for you just a reverse lunge, and I'm holding my dumbbells similar to how she was. I'm holding them up on my shoulders. Lunges are simple and effective, but they can be hard on the knees, so definitely use caution if you have pre-existing knee problems. A reverse lunge is exactly like a regular lunge, just in reverse. So instead of stepping forward, you're stepping backwards. And remember, when you're lunging, you're lowering your body down. You can also hold your dumbbells to your side if you like, but I like holding mine up on my shoulders like this sometimes because it gets my core very involved, which makes the exercise a lot more challenging. So this next one, we've got 2 different Beachbody consultants, customers, whatever, and they are actually doing the same exercise, but they are both doing it very, very differently. One is doing it horribly and is probably going to destroy her back if she keeps doing it like this, and the other one is actually doing it not that bad, but this is just an exercise that I just don't like to give to an at-home client. I love her bra. It's got like the super strappy stuff on the front.
Flat back, And 1. Drop. 2. Drop. 3. Drop. 4. Shoot those moves. Drop. And
So now let's talk about these. If you look closely at the first one that we saw, thanks to the mirror that's behind her, which gives us the reverse angle, you can look and see how much her lower back has so much rounding going on. She needs to stop doing this workout. It's so wild to me that like the super high up coach is like the, you know, like the less than 1%. Like, you guys have money. Why don't you guys pay a personal trainer? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could like hire a personal trainer. Carl Deigler's the CEO of Beachbody. He's always showing himself doing Beachbody workouts, and he's got a really awesome gym setup in his house, it looks like. And I'm just like, I don't know if I believe that you only do Beachbody workouts, bro. All that money you have and you don't want to pay a personal trainer? Come on. Anyway, about her back. Fitness professionals are always harping on not rounding out your lower back when you're doing certain exercises like deadlifting, and it is for good reason. Allowing your back to round out too much during exercises like a deadlift can indicate that your core is not engaged enough. If your core is not engaged enough and you're not keeping a strong, flat back, it can significantly increase your chances of hurting yourself. Imagine getting punched in the stomach while not bracing for it. That's how Houdini died. Or something. I don't know. Sometimes you may see highly experienced powerlifters like rounding out their upper back a little bit during deadlifts. Doing so is said to increase strength and allow for them to lift more weight. But understand that that's not the norm, and allowing your back to round out too much during an exercise like deadlifting is widely considered to be dangerous. And also when you see powerlifters doing it, these are highly experienced, highly skilled athletes. It's kind of a don't try this at home situation. Anyway, I've seen this workout floating around social media, and I've actually seen more experienced people like in the fitness industry actually doing this same exercise correctly, like with a strong core and an engaged flat back. So for someone who's experienced, I really actually don't think this exercise is that bad. However, and I said this before, most people signing up to do Beachbody, whether that be as a coach or a customer, are probably not a fitness professional, and they probably also don't have a fitness background. I personally think that this move is too advanced and high risk to give to an at-home client. With that being said, here is something else you can try. So what I'm showing you right now are just what I call squat to ball tosses. I'm using a 10-pound medicine ball. Obviously, this particular one is a little more specific, and it does depend on whether or not you have a medicine ball, if you can even do it. It's easy to do, but it can bug your knees if you have knee problems, so use caution when trying this. I'm standing with my feet wider than hips width, and that's because I want to be able to get a wider range of motion in my squat. All I'm doing is holding my ball up as I power up through my heels, and I'm tossing the ball upwards above me. This is more than a regular squat. This really should be treated more as a power move because you want to drive up through your heels and use that momentum to toss the ball up. Here's the next one. This one I feel like is a classic example of a social media exercise. Somebody made this and it is hard just for the sake of being hard. There's really no practical application for this at all that I can see. And she looks like she's kind of having a hard time actually. First of all, the caption says back and biceps day. I have no idea what this whatever she's doing has to do with back and biceps, but I guess that's beside the point. I guess I'm being nitpicky. Maybe it was like a move that she was doing in between the back and the bicep stuff. I don't know where this starts and where it ends. I'm seeing like a reverse lunge. Hold on, I need to make this go slow. A reverse lunge, coming over, doing, I guess, a Romanian deadlift to upright row, but at the same time she's doing the upright row, she's kind of doing a calf raise. She's getting on her toes. Oh wait, there's a squat in there too, kind of. So she's doing a squat too, and then back into a reverse lunge. That's a lot. There's a lot going on. I'm not positive what Beachbody program this is from. I want to say it's from 645, but I'm not positive. I'm sure you guys will let me know below. Now, here comes my line, because I do believe that this exercise is stupid. Here's an exercise that is not stupid. So I'm about to show you guys a superset, which is what I feel like would have been a better option, but whatever. So first I'm doing squat shuffles. I'm sitting down into a low squat with my feet a little bit wider than my hips, and while holding my squat, I'm just shuffling back and forth a few steps. Then I'm going straight into standing calf raises without rest in between, because remember, that's what a superset is. Calf raises are simple for most of us, but I do recommend using caution if you have issues of your ankles or feet. Okay, so this next one is actually a learning experience for me, and I will tell you why after we watch it. So when this was first sent to me, my first thought was, wow. That is the worst Romanian deadlift I have ever seen in my entire life. The person who sent this one to me, I messaged this person back and just to see, like, what are they supposed to be doing? Because I said that that looks too wrong to be an RDL. Like, what are they supposed to be doing? Like, what's the objective? And they responded to me saying that that person who we just saw said that they were doing a J curl. And I was like, a J curl? The J curl. I have never heard of a J curl, so clearly it doesn't exist. Next one. I'm kidding. I'm not that self-centered. We're going to talk about it. So I hopped over to Google and I typed in J curl exercise. And lo and behold, a bunch of stuff actually came up. You guys want to know something? I do this all the time, but I never knew what it was called. I just call it a hamstring stretch because that's primarily the goal with a J curl. But it actually has a name. It's called a Jefferson curl or a J curl. Isn't that funny? That something that you do all the time is actually a real thing, but this whole time you thought it was something that you just made up in your head. The reason it didn't click in my mind that she was trying to stretch her hamstrings is because she's not technically doing it the right way. The key thing with a J curl is that you have to be doing it on an elevated surface. Otherwise, you're just kind of doing a terrible Romanian deadlift, which is unfortunately what's kind of going on here. The point of this is to give your hamstrings and your lower back a really, really good stretch. And if you're not doing this on an elevated surface, then you can't lower the weights enough to be able to do that. You're just bending over really far, holding weight with a super rounded out back. Because she's not elevated, she has the ground stopping her from going any further. So she's not getting the maximum stretch in her hamstrings and back that she could otherwise be. So no demonstration for this one, but I did just want to mention that bit to let you guys know that I learned something new, sort of. I learned that something that I've been doing for a long time is something that's a real thing. It also, I don't know, just kind of open up the floor for discussion for you guys. Do you guys do this? Have you ever done this? Have you ever tried it? If you have done it, doesn't it feel so good? Oh my God. And I also wanted to tell you guys that I'm gonna link in the description box below a really great YouTube video of a really excellent explanation and demonstration of someone showing how to properly do a Jefferson curl or a J curl. I will link that below. Let's move on. I bet those are Lululemon shorts. Very flattering on her. If they are Lululemon shorts, I have the same ones. So this one, I may have actually talked about in a video from way, way back in the day. Like 6 months ago. I didn't like it then, and I still don't like it now. I think I get what it's trying to do, but I just disagree with its life choices on how to do it. So she's holding a dumbbell on one side, and she's on a step box on one leg. And she's kind of, let me try and explain what's going on here. At first I was like, okay, maybe this is like a step up, like it's trying to be a step up, but when she's lowered down, she's kind of squatting down almost. That's actually like a decent squat, but it's only on one side of her body. So I don't know. This is kind of weird to me. I get what it's trying to do, but like I said, but I feel like there's just a better way to do it. And I will show you that way right now. So I'm showing you guys a regular old squat, but I have one foot slightly elevated up on a weight plate, if you can see there under my left foot. Doing this will recruit my quad onto its team. Sorry, I had to. Anyway, what the slight elevation does is it actually puts a little bit more emphasis on the quad of the leg that it's underneath. I think that's what they were trying to do with that workout, but the elevation was too high and it was throwing off her form. She didn't need to be on a step that high. A weight plate like I'm using that's just an inch or two off the ground is high enough to give your quad just a little bit extra without throwing your form completely off. Okay, here's the last one. Okay. First of all, you guys, her outfit. You guys. So cute. It's like pink. I don't know if you can see it clearly with the blur, but it's like pink leopard and it's a set. So cute. And she's got space buns. I love space buns. I love this look on her. Oh my god. Anyway, so this workout is a little weird. She's got a dumbbell in one hand. Fine. And then on the opposite leg, she's stepping back behind her into kind of a lateral lunge, but she's not really getting low enough. And then she's kind of swinging the dumbbell down between her legs. And then come back up, centering her hips again, stepping forward, and pressing up with a dumbbell. Yeah, that's a little weird. I wonder if that's supposed to be a lateral lunge. But, you know, I've seen her work out before. And, like, I don't know if she's, like, a fitness professional per se, like, has any certifications. But, like, this girl knows how to work out. So I'm wondering what's going on with that lateral lunge. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this one. I feel like this is just another one that's just hard for the sake of being hard. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of practical application of this one. Like, it's a single arm shoulder press, which is perfectly fine. But then I don't get the purpose of like doing a giant step backwards and then kind of doing a lateral lunge, because it's not really lateral lunge. She's like doing half reps there because she's not really getting that low. But I wonder if maybe she's supposed to be doing them shallow because you have to swing the weight down between your legs. I don't know. I also definitely see this one as high risk for somebody who's got lower back issues. I just don't like this. This exercise is yet another one that I have added to my naughty list. I will now demonstrate for you an exercise that is not stupid. So I'm standing nice and wide right now because I'm getting ready to do lateral lunges, kind of like what she was doing, and I'm holding a dumbbell in one hand too. I'm sitting down into a lateral lunge, and then as I press up through my heel on that working leg, I'm also pressing up the dumbbell to do a shoulder press on that side. Lateral lunges can be kind of tough, especially if you don't have the best hip mobility and flexibility. If that's the case for you, I actually recommend trying this with no weight first, or you can also just skip it if it doesn't agree with your body. That is just fine too. In conclusion, what do you want me to say? I asked that question rhetorically, but I do know what you guys want me to say. Just because you buy the starter pack doesn't make you a coach. And to the pissed off Beachbody coaches who love to jump in my comment section, it's like, we're not saying we're coaches. Actually, a lot of you guys are. And by calling yourself a coach, you're kind of implying that you know what the you're talking about. But a lot of the time, they don't. They post crazy workouts that are sometimes dangerous, but really the workouts, and I will admit, it's not their fault that it's not always their fault anyway, that the workouts are the way they are. It's the fault of the super trainers, really. When it is the fault of the coach for sharing a crazy workout, it's like kind of how we saw that example in the beginning where she was like adding glute bands to stuff that didn't need glute bands on it, stuff like that. So if you're just going to be like, we're not saying we're coaches, can you just save it, please? Maybe you, individually, you, Beachbody coach Karen, are not saying you're a coach, but a lot of your fellow coaches are saying that they're a coach, okay? What do you expect people to think when you put on your Instagram profile that you're a health and wellness coach or that you're a health and fitness coach? I've seen Beachbody people use both of those titles before, okay? So, shut up. All that said, be safe, be informed, stay educated, and stay sexy. Like this video if you enjoyed it, or you can dislike it if you hate me and you hate this video. That's fine too. Why'd you watch till the end if you hate me? Subscribe for more content, shop my merch store, and visit my website for my fitness guides. All that stuff will be linked below. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go see what the dogs are doing. How creepy does this look behind me like this? Oh my god, just this vast blackness. Let's see where these other turds are. Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. What? They're not in bed. They're probably on the couch. Alpha, why are you just screaming? There's really no reason. What? 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 Stop it. Don't talk back. Stop it. Are you done? Are you really done talking back to me? What is wrong with you? They just went outside. I know why you want to go out there. Me and Ace got a football this weekend. We got them an old football from Goodwill. It's mostly for Zeus because he just tears them up within like 10 minutes. And they're probably they want to just go outside so they can stare at it. You guys aren't gonna get it, it's not playtime right now. Come on, let's go upstairs. Ma'am. Alpha. What? What? Stop it! Shush! Don't talk back. Are you done? Are you done? Are you, really? No. I know. Alpha. Can you say bye? Ma'am. God damn it. Hey! Say bye. Give me that. Give me that. That's my throat blanket. Say bye.